Greetings, my name is Neosekken, and welcome back to my Let's Play of Hatoful Boyfriend. Now, where we last left off, I finished all of Nanaki Kazuyaki's route, and now I'm going to tie up some loose ends. And what I mean by that is I'm going to try and find all the true endings for some of the characters that we've covered so far, but I haven't seen yet. Before we move on to Azumi's route, apparently she has a fully dedicated route that I wasn't aware of outside of me trying to get him and her and Mr. Fava Bean together. So we got a bit of ground to cover in this episode, but I'm going to try to see if I can get it all done in just one video. So let's not waste any more time and get that started, shall we? What's this? You can take this chance to fulfill a promise from long ago, or you can live a normal school life this semester. Which do you choose? I'm going to assume that this is the thing I need to choose if I want to get the final ending for this game. Well, like I said, we got some unfinished business, so I guess I'm going to choose a normal life first. St. Pinchinations, a school blessed with extensive curricula and facilities. Okay, this looks all normal. So, I think who I'm going to cover first is Sakuya. I'm going to try to get his true ending. After that, I think I'll do Okusan. And then we'll just go from there. So, for Sakuya, I think excuse me. I think I'll need to study music classes exclusively in order to get his true ending. Time will tell if I'm right. Okay, so I'm just going to go ahead and skip through all the relevant choices until I eventually get to the portion in his route where I think we'll see the true ending. So, going to be absolutely no filler whatsoever. We'll just go straight to it. So, see you soon. Alright, we're here. I think I've got everything set up, so I'm just going to go through the scene as normal, and we'll see if I did everything correctly. It's cold! It feels even colder than it was around New Year's. Maybe the wind's stronger? I'm starting to think I should build a wall, or maybe dig myself a new bedroom. With this kind of weather, some birds are even collapsing in the street. Hey, wait. Isn't that one Sakuya? Sakuya? What's wrong? Don't ask for the details. Just carry me to your miserable abode, I beg of you. Wandering around and collapsing in the street at this time of night doesn't seem like customary practice for an aristocrat. What happened, Sakuya? Don't tell me your family has fallen from high society. What happened? I shall not say. What were you doing wandering around in the wilderness then? I was not wandering. I was on my way here. Be honored. Oh, so this isn't a coincidence after all. Did you want something from me then? No. Don't flatter yourself. Should we call your family or something? No! He looks really angry. Listen. Don't. You dare. Don't you dare call my house. Sakuya, did you run away from home? That sounds bad. No, I simply left of my own volition. Isn't that the same thing? Yup. What happened, Sakuya? Tosaka, do you remember when we talked in the music room at school? Last fall? Yes. What about it? Do you remember what I asked you then? You asked me what? What I loved. You asked me what I loved. That's right. And you gave a simple, honest answer right away. And that made me jealous. Did I mishear? That's the last thing I'd expected from him, of all people. I don't understand, Sakuya. Why? I'm one of the few, of the pure bloodline. I am ranked higher than any of my siblings. I have been slated to become the next family head since birth. There is no reason I shouldn't be. But you don't want to take your father's place. How did you know that? It's obvious. It's written all over your face. I love music, but my father does not approve. When I was young, I owned a number of instruments, but he had them all thrown away. Art is not our realm. The joy of creation is the domain of peasants. Our role is to be patrons and promoters of the artists we admire, not to be artists ourselves. A noble who sows his own wheat is a fool. That's not true. I think anyone who can play music should be encouraged, no matter who their parents are. That's because you think with a peasant's values. My world is different from yours. I'm not talking about what peasants think, I'm talking about what I think. What about you, Sakuya? What do you think? What do I think? You speak in riddles. I carry the name of LaBelle. To play at applying my own standards and ideas to the world would be a disgrace. But didn't you just say that you left the mansion of your own accord? Isn't that applying your own idea to the world? You've contradicted yourself. What do you want to do in life, Sakuya? I must succeed my father as the next family head. No, jeez. That's not what I meant. What if you could forget about the LaBelle family and do anything in the world? What would you do then? Forget about the LaBelle family? What mockery is this? We're speaking hypothetically, dummy. If I could do anything in the world, I would continue studying music. I would like to see how far I could go as a musician. He sounds uncharacteristically modest. I was half expecting him to give some rambling speech about how he would unite the world and become king, or something. You love music, don't you? If I could hear you play the piano again, I would be very happy, Sakuya. I think you've answered your own question. Answered my own question. Don't be ridiculous. This is a mere fantasy. It has no connection to reality. Have you told your father that you want to continue studying music? Don't be ridiculous. How could I lower myself so? So, you haven't even asked him about it. You wouldn't be lowering yourself, Sakuya. Are you ashamed to love music? You should ask him. It's worth a try, right? Perhaps you are right. I suppose I never would have thought of that if I hadn't talked to you. You were confused about what you wanted, Sakuya. I just gave you a little push. Tosaka. Yes? I'm going to speak with him when I return. If he refuses, would would you carry my fallen body to safety one more time? Are you planning to run away for real next time? If it comes to that. I will follow you anywhere you need to go, Sakuya. You will always have a safe place here, okay? I shall return to you. Thank you, Tosaka. And so he set out across the wilderness once more. I don't know if his father will accept him, or if he really will run away. But I know he will come back to me. And I pray that our future will be a happy one. And looks like I did everything right. This is new. Wake up! It's morning, Sakuya. Silence! The hall of your fathers has many lumps and sharp rocks, Tosaka. Jeez, what are you complaining about? I even got you some straw. Which is to say, I did the best I could for a freeloader. Here, I made breakfast. Your first concert is today, so you need to get ready. Well, obviously, it didn't go over well with Daddy-O, did it? Because I got a roommate. He didn't complain about the food. That's an improvement. By the way, what is it? Have you contacted Yuya? You must be joking. I thought so. I have his address. Should I tell him? About you? We need not worry him. I have no intention of asking favors of him. I didn't mean... Anyway, let it be. Things are fine as they are. I guess he's still a little chilly about Yuya. Maybe it's still too early. Let us go, Tosaka. Okay. To Hiyoko. Salutations. I trust you are well. A little bird told me you've been taking care of Sakuya. He's a pain, but I know you'll be able to handle him just fine. I have something to tell him. Something very important. Something I've been meaning to tell him his entire life. Is that you, Yuya? Since you're... Well, I guess I'm still a little unsure myself. If he ever says he wants to see me, I'll think it over. When that time comes, let me know, okay? I'll keep in touch. Adieu. Sakazaki Yuya. Called it. Not that much more compared to the normal ending. Well, at least I think Sakuya is happy with the outcome, all things considered, so good on him. Song of the Foolish Bird. Okay, I got Sakuya out of the way. Let's move on to Okusan. Okay, I think I'm at the decision where I need to choose instead of At Last He Returns. I should choose And the Pudding is Invincible in order to put me on track for his normal ending. The indestructible pudding, which heals any injury. Coo! Incorrect! Nonsense! Inconceivable! Coo! You don't understand, Hiyoko. Okusan wants no more of this. And he's gone. Alright, well... I don't know if this is going to change literally everything going forward, but just to be on the safe side, I will play as normal. Finals are over. Time to coast along until spring break. Is the track team doing anything during break? I should go ask. Okasan? Are you in here? There he is. He has a bag of dried beans and a canteen. Is he going hiking? What are you doing? Ku! As you can see, Okasan is preparing to depart on a great journey. Over spring break? Ku! No! Okasan has quit school and is going on a quest. What? Okasan, you can't do that. It was a miracle for someone with a brain like yours to get into this school in the first place. And if you waste this chance, you'll end up a failure. Ku! Okasan will not be stopped. Okasan is going on a quest to seek the true pudding. What is the true pudding? It's not what I think of as pudding, right? Ku! Pudding is the ambrosia of the gods. Miracles in jiggling, corporeal form. Treasure shining with the 7 colors of the rainbow. Ku! Those who partake in its wobbling flesh will never experience sadness again. 7 colors of the rainbow? I'm not sure I'd want to eat that. You're serious? You're leaving? Ku! Okasan never goes back on his word. I'll go with you. I'm coming with you. Ku? What? Fair maiden, this quest will be mortally dangerous. I don't care. If this true pudding really exists, I want to find it with you. Ku! Okasan knows your abilities well, Hyoko. You will not be an impediment. So you'll take me with you? Ku! Very well. Birds of a feather must flock together after all. Yay! Let's go. Ku! Until we catch the end of the rainbow. And so our great quest began. Okay, so it just cuts off here. Go figure. Okay. Who's next on my list? Right, the doctor. I think he's got a second ending too. But until next time. Alright. Another prescription of mad love coming up. Okay, so I think what I need to do with this guy is I need to play his route as I did before, but I should just not study math as much as I did last time. So every time I have an elective, like right here, I should study anything but math. Was this option always here? Inviting him to lunch. I'll have to catch up to him first. No, this looks new. He did go this way, right? Anyway, I skipped some dialogue by accident, so sorry about that. Did I lose him? Where did he go? There aren't even any stands set up here. There's nothing in the pamphlet about anything outside the main area. The only thing back here is the incinerator? Who goes there? Doctor! I was following him up until a minute ago, but now he's behind me? Well, he is a bird. He can fly, I think. Oh, it's you. Stalking is a bad habit, young lady. No, I wasn't. I was just wondering what you were doing. Is it a crime to walk about one's own school? But there's nothing back here. There's the incinerator. But why? I was placed in charge of the science club's activities today. I just came back here to get rid of some of the things that were left over. Unneeded things. My hunter-gatherer instincts are telling me to change the subject. Oh, right. Sir, would you like to walk around together? I heard the haunted house is... No, thank you. Excuse me. At least you let me finish inviting him. At least let me finish inviting you before you refuse. As I said, I am supervising the science club, so I do not have time for fraternization. Okay. And so I returned to the cafe, scared off by his obstinance and my own survival instinct. Tosaka Hiyoko. If only I could tell how she plans her actions, I could deal with her fairly easily. How troubling. Is my lack of studying in the wisdoms making me unpredictable for you, Doctor? This pleases me. I think I'm on the track for your other ending now, Doc. So let's see what happens. I did not recall summoning you to duty today. What is it? The doctor seems to be engaged in sweet embrace with a stack of papers at his desk. He didn't... Okay, wait, this looks normal. The year is almost over. It feels like it started only yesterday. This is the last day I have infirmary duty as well. The doctor's not here yet? The infirmary is quiet and peaceful as always. The orderly rows of medicines, the neatly made bed. Huh? Something stinks in here. It's coming from the bed behind the curtains. I'm scared. The sheets are stained brilliant red. At the foot of the bed sits a wash basin. It's liquid pink, with a stack of scissors coated in blood and feathers in the bottom. The blood on the bed is still wet. This is... the students who disappeared after going to the infirmary. Yuya. The mysterious smile the doctor gave when I asked him. I have to get out of here. I have to tell someone. I need to report it. To the police? Anyway, I need to get away. I need to get out before he... You're early today, Miss Tosaka. You're rather pale. Here, why don't you lie down? Doctor! This... blood... Oh, forgive me. I just finished dismembering another student, and hadn't cleaned up yet. Please, pay it no mind. He didn't even try to deny it. Is this just going to cut off after I get killed? Kind of similar to the other endings. The door's locked? Going home so soon. It won't open. Indeed it won't. After all, there are so many little bad little boys and girls who try to leave before their examinations are over. Like you. Doctor, you really have been cutting people up and using them for your experiments? Do you really need to ask that? After all, you even helped me. Helped you? I would never. Don't tell me you've forgotten already. Just at the start of this semester, you helped me destroy a little evidence. You brought back the ID card of one of my guinea pigs. I suppose I dropped it by accident. You really helped me out then. We can't leave things like that lying around now, can we? Then... Yuya? What did you do to Yuya? Oh, I thought you'd figured that out already. He's in here, Miss Tosaka. In here. The doctor reaches over and lightly strokes my stomach. Yep, I ate him. Of course, technically speaking, he's long since been digested and absorbed into your body, so we won't really know exactly where he is, now do we? That... you can't be... No. No! How did he taste? I was worried he might be a little tough. I did so regret not having a better bird to send you. It simply wouldn't do to have you throw him out. That was Yuya? Ah! Oh, sorry, I thought that was me. Ah! That's a beautiful face, Miss Tosaka. I have longed so dearly to see that face. You could tell from the start that I was dangerous, couldn't you? And yet you came to see me. Again and again. Very assertively. No, I just had to come for infirmary duties. Was that really it? You knew I planned to kill you, and yet you came anyway. Are you sure you didn't have feelings for me, perhaps? No! I want to say, but my tongue is like lead in my mouth. Maybe it's true. Maybe, somewhere deep inside, I love the doctor. I'm afraid that I have room for only one love in my life, and that is research. But it would be cruel to ignore your earnestness. And so I put much thought into how I might reward you. Just cutting you up would be a terrible pity. And I think I want to keep you by my side. Forever. He's going to kill me. I know he's going to kill me. So why can't I move? And so, this is what I decided. I shall preserve only your head. It will be easily stored. Of course, I can't let such a rare sample slip by, so I will remove your brain. Why can't I pull my eyes from his? From the neck down, I shall cut you up and study you thoroughly. Don't worry, you won't go to waste. I will make sure to examine your insides most intimately. Suddenly, he has a cleaver in his left wing. You have chased after death's allure most diligently. I suppose you're too afraid to speak now. For a moment, my vision shifts to the ceiling, the wall, the floor, my eyes rolling wildly. The world twists, soaked in red. And so my life came to an end. Yep, it cuts off. Ending number 9. Such beautiful eyes you have. Okay. Now, I think all we have left to cover now is Azumi. So, what I'm going to do for Azumi is I'm going to play the game as normal and just not skip through too much. Well, the whole frigging thing until I get to her ending, because I'm assuming that I have to play it as normal in order to see what happens. Like, there's got to be a certain way I gotta play it in order to actually see her route proper. Time will tell, of course, but I think what I need to do is I just first and foremost need to, for my electives, study exclusively my vitality. So, let's get started. Okay, so I think I'm going to join the track team. I'm going to try sprinting. coup. You're in the marathon too, Hiyoko. Okay, this looks normal too. Yeah, I'm just going to keep skipping along until I see something different, so... yeah. Really not seeing anything new here. Anywhere, really. Maybe it will... maybe I'll get the other ending if I choose your martial arts. Azumi, I don't think you've forgotten Mr. Fava Bean. I thought it was Fava Bean. Or Fava Bean. What's all this, Hiyoko? I can't talk today. I think you think about him all the time, even now. What are you talking about, kid? You practice your elegant kicking technique every day, right? You've been preparing a special move for your reunion with him, right? Kicks? You're right, I have. Grit your teeth, Mr. Fava Bean. You'll regret dumping me until the day you die! I am so sorry, Mr. Fava Bean. And so the oasis of soothing parakeetude was transformed into a scene of avian fury, the wrath of God falling to earth in the guise of a sparrow's legs. That's a very eloquent way of putting it. I'll decimate my summer homework with the force of a raging bull. Next up is the individual research project. I want to research something that'll only take 1 day, but I don't have any ideas. Anyway, I'll take a stroll around town and see if I can't find an interesting topic. Huh? Standing in front of a used bike shop is... Azumi? Oh, it's you. Kids like you should head home and get some sleep already. Azumi, were you crying? What are you talking about? Don't make fun of me. Sorry, but as your protege, I really am worried about you. Making my half-grown protege worry. I must be losing my edge. When I look around, her trademark pink scooter is nowhere to be seen. And she came out of the used bike shop, which means... No way. Did you sell your bike? If you're having second thoughts, I'll go take it back for you. Yeah. Probably a bit of a delayed observation here, for lack of a better way of describing it, but this definitely doesn't seem familiar to me. None of it. Again, it's been a while since I've seen anything from Azumi's side of things, so... Nah, it's fine. It's my way of ending things. And now that it's over, I'll look to the future. That is the way of the sparrow. The way of the sparrow. That sounds pretty cool. Goodbye, Mr. Fava Bean. It's time for me to move on. Hey, you there. Hold on a sec. Mr. Fava Bean, is that you? Oh, just you. You were the guys who picked a fight with my cute followers, huh? Get them, bro! Get them! It's a gang of bad berries from before. So you brought your friends. Chicks like you should be at home washing their beaks and getting ready for bed. Don't look down on us. We brought our best fires to pay you back. You better be ready. These doves are strong. But you're stronger. I have faith in you, Azumi. Gang up on her isn't fair, you punkchians. Azumi, I'll help too. The punkchians come after us one after another. In just an instant, the nighttime city transforms into a violent battlefield. Azumi lays the smackdown of her magnificent sparrow kick, and I pulverize everything with my fists of fury. We're at a huge disadvantage, but Azumi and I pull through and live to see the dawn. What are you talking about? The moon's still up. Heh. I always thought you were something special, but you've gotten pretty strong. No, I still have a long ways to go. No, you're already a true sparrow. I'm a sparrow? What do you mean, Azumi? I'm 100% human. You know, nobody's born a sparrow. You overcome obstacles and suffer hardships, but still always move forward. That's what makes somebody a sparrow. Your kindness, your strength, your way of life. Everything about you screams sparrow. From this day forth, hold your head high and call yourself a sparrow. Azumi. I am a sparrow. Sparrow Hyoko Tosaka. And no Punctian is a match for me. I feel it in my bones. I can trust you. If we're together, there's nothing we can't do. I'll be counting on you, kid. Yeah! Azumi and I formed a new all-girl delinquent gang. Only our souls run wild. Our wild birds embodied that noble spirit as we drove through the night, never once breaking any traffic laws. And so we became legends of the midnight roads. Well, go me. I've become a legend. Poor Mr. Fava Bean. I hope you died a quick death. Ending number 13. To be the true Java Sparrow. Well, not gonna lie, I was actually expecting a little bit more than just a different scene with the choice I had to make in the cafe. I thought that if I did everything in a very strict order or something, or close to it, I'm not sure. I was expecting more, but I mean, hey. I think I rather prefer this ending with Azumi. Actually, you know what? Never mind. I prefer Azumi and Mr. Fava Bean just getting together. I think it's a happier ending all around. And Mr. Fava Bean can get some love too. So, I guess that's it for all the other character endings. So I guess next time we're gonna try and do the finale. And you know something? I never actually looked in here. What's all this? Hallucinogenity report. We have established one of student number 60781's special characteristics. He acts as a neurotransmitter, producing a trance-like state in bystanders. The effect is similar to that of a narcotic. We will continue our observation. You know, I'm kind of amazed I never once bothered to look at this thing and see what it was until now. XXXXXX. I feel uncomfortable. Where did I come from? Where was I born? The fact I'm trapped here is the least of the mysteries plaguing my mind. I'm nervous. Nagiki, is that you? I woke up in a different place this morning. I don't remember well, but it had pale fluorescent lights and a white ceiling. It can't have been the library. Where was I? Maybe the hospital? Goodwill Ambassador Selection. Selection criteria for the human ambassador have been forwarded to management, along with a draft of the emergency response manual. Given the risk of influenza, a human with as strong a natural immunity as possible is desirable. The presence of hereditary immunoglobulins is the most important criterion. Others are detailed in the attached documents. I think, but I find no answers. I feel as if I have forgotten something very important. As if I promised something to someone very important. See, we got some missing ones here. I assume those will appear when I do the final route. Carrier aptitude. We have examined the genetic records of the entire student body. None of them exceed 98% compatibility. We are continuing to investigate carrier aptitude levels. We will report on the possibility of including carrier capability in a normal individual next week. We have temporarily... Underground facility fire. We have temporarily opened the dividing wall in the underground facility at the request of the Biological Science Division. We should be able to reconstruct the circumstances of the fire. Subject 00 remains in cold storage. Reference bird deceased. The death of Subject 00's relative has been confirmed. His remains are stored in Area D3, Section 1. They are boxed and processed. Oops. Homo sapiens' resistant capabilities. Adaptability measure for Homo sapiens to be raised in an estimated 0.06%. There are fluctuations in mammalian evolution rates. We may need 2 or 3 more samples. The intelligence agent. We have chosen to let the Dove Party agent who has infiltrated the school operate freely for the time being. A number of incoming students have proven to be quite fascinating. If possible, please examine the details in the attached documents. I do not think they will oppose me. I've been feeling better since that nosy girl showed up. I do not think I'll find any answers like this, so perhaps it's time to close the curtains. I am fulfilled. Just as I was back then. Back then? Back when? So you did care about me bothering you, Nagaki. Avi's High City bombing. In 2173, so we're in the distant future then, aren't we? In 2173, the Avs High City building in Area A23, Section 1, was bombarded by human extremists. Immediately afterwards, the Hawk Party spawned the Earthcrawlers extremist organization. Earthcrawlers? It's the first I heard of them. Okay, so all this stuff is just basically background information about some of the stuff behind the scenes. Got it. Again, I'm kind of amazed I never once bothered to actually look at the archive section. I mean, the gallery section is just this. Whatever. Better late than never, I always say. So, I think I'm going to go ahead and cut it off here, guys. I will see you for the finale. If you liked this episode and you want to see more content from me, feel free to hit the subscribe button and the little bell icon right next to it if you want to be notified for each time I upload a video. And I will see you guys next time. Take care.